The reason why we put on seatbelts in the car is not because we know we'll get an accident, but we usually put a seatbelt on in the event that actually I get an accident, I'll be safeguarded. What we have no control over is what happens when either you're not there or something unforeseen happens. That's where insurance comes. So we're not saying that you take insurance because something bad will happen, but you want that surety is that whether I'm here or not, I have safeguarded the people that I love.
Welcome to Jet Media. My name is Caleb Korir.
Yeah.
So first of all, introduce yourself. Who is Jacqueline?
Okay. Hi, my name is Jacqueline Karasha, and I'm the SanlamAllianz Life Officer. And thank you for having me. Yeah.
Welcome. So first of all, tell us what are you doing actually at SanlamAllianz?
So right now, it's been a very exciting phase of our business. We have been in the process of reviewing our business strategy. I must say that SanlamAllianz Life has a very strong foundations and fundamentals as a business. To paint the picture of what that means is for the last 5 years or so, we've been really working on putting the fundamentals right, whether it is our processes, our digital strategies, reviewing our customers and looking back to listen to what our customers are saying, looking at our staff and ensuring that we have the right people on board. And that has all climaxed with this rebrand today, where now we're transitioning into SanlamAllianz. So that gives us a very good foundation to look into a very positive future ahead.
Talking of life insurance,
yes.
We say assurance actually.
Yes.
So that it doesn't look like other forms of insurance.
Yes.
So in your capacity,
yes.
How is the market of assurance in the country?
So there is very low uptick. We are at, actually, if you strip out other insurance lines, life insurance coverage in Kenya is at around 1% of penetration, meaning that there is a very low awareness of the importance of insurance products to Kenyans. And I peg it that on that one thing. First, the awareness, the knowledge, the information that is available to the common wananchi out there as to why they would need life insurance and what that would mean for them. So the biggest drive and the biggest objective we have as a company is how do we bridge the gap? How do we bring this product closer to the people so that people can appreciate what it means when it's time to take their child to school and an education policy pays for that? Or I've lost a loved one, and instead of looking left, right, center, I can be able to take up a protection cover for that. Or whether it's legacy planning, actually that's something that is also very critical and life insurance can use. So very a broad range of benefits, but there's very low awareness. And that's the first thing that we have to do, educate Kenyans on why we need life insurance. Yeah.
For a person who has never taken any insurance,
yes,
what do you have to tell them as far as convincing them to actually buy an insurance from you?
So one, I usually attribute, insurance, if I can give a visual, is if, for example, the reason why we put on seatbelts in the car is not because we know we'll get an accident, but we usually put a seatbelt on in the event that actually I get an accident, I'll be safeguarded. And if I'm to bring that home is that we take a lot of time to grow our wealth, to work for our children and for the generations that are coming. But what we have no control over is what happens when either you're not there or something unforeseen happens. That's where insurance comes. So we're not saying that you take insurance because something bad will happen, but you want that surety is that whether I'm here or not, I have safeguarded the people that I love. Now, bringing it closer, when we think about we insure our cars, largely because government mandates to do, but we still insure our cars. For some of us, we insure our phones, we insure, the things that are precious to us. So why not our own lives and for the legacy of those that depend on us? So I tell people in our financial literacy programs, if you have anyone that's depending on you, if there's anyone that depends on you, life insurance is not a nice to have, it's a must. Yeah.
So many people still have that idea of, if I do take any insurance cover for myself, it's like I'm wishing something bad to me.
Yes.
So what are you doing to ensure that you dispel such myths?
Yes, and you're right. There's a lot of stigma. I did mention it earlier. We also fear, speaking about, the bad things that will happen, and that has been tied to insurance. So, in fact, sometimes people say in Kiswahili, if they see our agents, they say, ni wale watu wa kuuza mambo ya kifo, because they think that life insurance is all about, I'll die, I'll get something. But really, with the products that we have, we are able to safeguard that risk. But at the end of it, we actually meet a promise. Yeah. In my speech today, I talked about an amount we have paid out to customers, 3 billion that we have paid in the last year to our customers in claims. But then all of them were not death claims. Death claims were actually a very small portion. But what have we paid out? We've paid out guaranteed payouts that went to a parent being able to meet a children's education. They were paid out to somebody in pension who has now finally retired. You see, so you see that it actually is more diverse. And that's why I would want to encourage Kenyans, take time to really understand. It's not about saying, if I do this, this will happen to me. But think about these people that depend on you. How do I plan and how do I protect? Allow me to go a bit into wealth management. There are 3 stages of wealth. There is wealth creation, there is wealth protection, and there is wealth transfer. A lot of us put a lot of effort in the wealth creation space. Hustle. We hustle to get the wealth. But do we protect that wealth? Do we transfer that wealth? That's the question. Yeah.
It boils down oftentimes to the awareness issue.
Yes.
Because most of the people don't understand actually the benefits of it.
Yes.
So what can you say also in terms of the awareness strategy that you're using to ensure now that you reach more people so that they can take up insurance?
So one of the biggest strategy that we have as a company is we do financial literacy programs, because we have realized that there's low awareness, but 2, also we have a very low savings culture in our country. And it all comes with our generational pressures. There could be a pressure of someone saying, I live once. I've seen online people saying you can amass all these things and you leave it for other people too, So there's that need for us to say, yes, you need to work hard, you need to generate money. That's the hustle culture is very strong in Kenya. So we hustle. But what do you do with that money once you make it? We went to school. We're told, go finish school so that you can work and get a good job. Nobody tells you, once you get that money, what do you do with it? So when we come out, we start learning. And that's why I'm saying that some of these platforms, like what you do, is very important, because now you start self-learning. A lot of young people are now teaching themselves about financial matters. So now they're thinking, investing, I don't need to go buy land in Kamulu. I can actually invest. I can create an investment portfolio. So in the same manner, I can also protect myself and my wealth that I'm creating, and then the transfer. So I must say then that that literacy, that financial literacy approach has really worked, and we've seen especially the young people. I mentioned that we did an Akiba Plus, a digital pension plan, a month ago. We have seen that the biggest uptake is from the young people, and they are doing simulations. They're trying to see, if I put 500 shillings a month for 15 years, what will that be? If I'm 25, 15 years, I'll be 40. How much will I have saved? I'll leave a homework for the audience. Go do a math. 3,000 shillings per month at an average interest rate of 10% for 15 years, and maybe in the comment section you can put how much you'll have contributed. I can tell you it will be significant.
Yes. When it comes to affordability, because some other people also maybe are worried that it could be so expensive.
Yes.
What do you have to say on that front as well?
So accessibility to insurance is that for as low as 500 shillings, you can put aside per month. Whenever you get some money, as low as 500 shillings, you can start your journey towards your insurance protection and also retirement planning. That's what we've done. And so it's really accessible now. It's all a matter of taking the first step. Last but not least, there's a lot of asks for short-term products. In insurance. That's one of the biggest objections we get. I don't want to save for 15 years. I want to save for a short-term product. So in our literacy programs, we do say it's good to have a short-term, medium-term, and long-term goal. Insurance works best for your medium to long-term goals, which you also need to start doing now. So there are financial products that you can use for your short-term. These ones you can access in 24 hours. They're flexible, they're whatnot. Those ones are for the holiday you'll have in December. I want to buy a phone. That's good. But for an insurance product, it really is tailored towards meeting your medium-term goal, which is critically important.
I know my audience will fight me if I don't ask you this question. As a woman in this sector, in this industry, how is the business, and what can you tell other women who are aspiring to be business leaders?
So I've been in insurance for all my life, 20 years now. Women, we are very dynamic. We go the extra mile. We can multitask. I could be here and I'm sorting out my child at home and doing all this. And that's really what the corporate leadership landscape is for now. So I would encourage any young lady, any young woman out there wondering, can I make it? Yes, you can. And don't wait for someone to bring it to you. Go for it with confidence. You've got what it takes. You truly have what it takes. And you'll find some of us here cheering you on to bring you to the table. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.